Very dark man, VDM, comes for both Uber inDrive. You see, this has been going on for a very long time now. Passengers have always been harassed, but it seems it only gets worse by the day. So I saw a video about this issue. VDM was reacting to it, and I felt it's important we watch it. Here is what VDM is saying about it. It says this issue is a serious issue of concern and it needs to be addressed properly because it has caused fights between drivers and passengers, Bolt, Uber, inDrive, and other applications that passengers can book a ride on. Did you have an agreement with your drivers which allows them to renegotiate outside the price presented by the apps? So, before we watch the video, I think it's important we just get this. Yes, a lot of things have changed. Prices have changed, you know, and so it only makes sense for the driver to want to say no, I want to add the price. We're gonna check the comments and see what people are saying about it, but I know a lot of things has changed, so it only makes sense for the driver to want to say no, that price cannot is not enough. I can't really take you to your destination on so price. But the big issue here is, since the amount the driver is demanding for is not what the app instructs the passenger to pay, it doesn't make sense for the driver to say you must pay this, because if what the driver is saying is what should be done, then it should reflect in the app. The app is saying from year to year is 5,000 naira, but the driver now is saying no, that 5,000 naira they said in the app is not correct. Though you have to add 4,000 naira. It has to be 9,000 naira. This doesn't make sense, and that is exactly what happened here. So let's watch the video. Come on, let's just say something. Why did all these ill apps even choose to get this type of man? Can you just see how he is? The man is the perfect definition of violence. This must be a street thug hired as a driver. Oh my god, this is really so heartbreaking. Can you just see his face? Can you see how he is?
I should pay you for trip that I did not go. See this boat driver, oh. I should pay you like 12,009 for trip that I did not go.
Drivers, I think you guys should really do better. Before you hire somebody, sometimes when we are talking about all these interview things, it will look like we are just talking and talking and talking. Before you hire somebody, sometimes you should run a little research about the person. How can this violent person, who will be very abusive at home, who will be very abusive to his wife, be hired as a Bolt inDrive or a driver at all in these apps? Sometimes let us do a little interview, let us do a little research before we hire people. Everything about this man speaks of violence. You get what I'm talking about?
Hit me! Let me know that you're a serious person. Hit me now.
Alright, so you see this particular matter, it is very, very important that we address this issue once and for all. And I'm going to be tagging Bolt, Uber, inDrive, and the remaining ones, right? It is really, really important that we address this issue moving forward, so that we all will know where we really be with all these in-city transport companies and how they run their affair, right? Now, what happened? I'll read only the first line of this whole story. It says, this man picked me from life camp to Kuje without negotiating. The app already charged me 12,000 but insisted on 15,000. You see this part, it's a very, very big problem. Because every time when you book a boat, you call a boat driver, the price is already there. There's a price there. But when they come, they start negotiating again outside the price that is on Bolt? Is it an agreement between Bolt, Uber, and their drivers that they will renegotiate? I don't understand. Every time, and this has caused a lot of problems. A lot of women have been beaten, a lot of men have fought, a lot of issues with these Bolt, inDrive, Uber drivers, and passengers. So what is the point of putting a price on the application when you are still coming back to renegotiate? Why didn't you just leave it open if your plan is to renegotiate? It makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. We need to address this thing moving forward because it's a big deal. And I will expect both Uber and inDrive to release a statement so that we go know where we be. It is a problem, you don't understand. It is a very, very, very big problem. And it makes absolutely no sense. And also, that's number one. Number two, we have a people's problem. A lot of you are enablers in this country. You people enable nonsense and you want Nigeria to grow. I know some of you are in a hurry, but again, you people enable nonsense. You see price for app. I'll shout out to this girl. You see price for app. 12,000. Both will come, una go dey renegotiate with both because you know say the price for the app. Now this one, what is your business? What it concern me? You're meant to tell the boat driver, bro, if you're not taking on this price, bye-bye.
Yes, I think what he's saying here is very, very correct. I think it's very correct. The app is saying, for example, 12,000 naira from this place to this place. And then now the driver is saying it's 15. That is, you're going to have 3,000 naira extra, 4,000 naira extra. I think the best thing to just tell the person right there is, see, if you're not taking me to that place for this price, as it is in the app, I'm not going. Simple. There's no point renegotiating again. 12,000 naira is written in the app, but you need to have 5,000 naira so that it's, oh no, that doesn't make sense. Yes, I think it's very correct here. We are the ones enabling most of the rubbish that's really going on. Because if you just tell the person from the beginning, no, I'm not going. If you cannot take the price as it is in the app, then I'm not going. I think it's very simple. Instead of then stressing yourself, you got to the destination and then it says you must add the 3,000. I say, I know, but it's 12,000 that I was written in the app now.
You knew the rules and regulations before you decided to be a boat driver, or an Uber driver, or inDrive driver, or the other ones that they get. Why must I come and start renegotiating again? That is how we enable corruption in Nigeria. Now we be our major problem. Just the way you people enable beggars, the ones that they sleep for inside the road. It is not you showing love. You are damaging the society every day. You are. Yesterday night, at around 3 a.m. this morning, I get meeting. Security meeting with the talk. As I finish, one woman carry her pikin come. At 3 a.m. Or was it 2 a.m.? Hello, very like, sir, please help me. Sir, please help me. And I'm like, madam, if I give you money today, you're going to come back here tomorrow. This is me enabling you. You will never leave here. Because you don't get unclear for here. You go happy. See you this year for here. You don't come out. That goes to all these boys that they stay for traffic. Especially in Abuja. Once you give them, those ones that will pour water for your glass, your windscreen, they go clean and you come come money, give them. Do not enable that character. Now you see a lot of young children staying on the road. We in Nigeria, we enable rubbish character. And we need to stop it if we want this country to grow. A lot of you are as guilty as the bad politicians that you people criticize every day. Me and DJ Big they talk this morning and he said something. He said, which country? These same people shouting on the politicians are the same people that will not abide by the traffic laws. And it's true. Are the same people that every opportunity they get, they take it one way. And it's true. Almost all of us, we are guilty of it. We are all enablers of crime and the bad state of this Nigeria. But you see this issue of boats, I am calling on you people now that please always stand your ground and tell them that's the only way you can stop this thing. You have to tell them that, hey, listen to me. The price on the app is 5,000. I'm not paying you nothing less or more than 5,000 naira.
Please, if you're using this app, take this advice. Insist on the price, insist on paying the exact amount as it is in the app. Don't add anything. I think this That's just, see, like, guys, let me say something. Some of us, we just like to stress ourselves too much. We just like to stress ourselves too much. Just watch how the girl was just shouting, screaming, doing this, doing that. Simple. I'm not adding anything. If you cannot take me to that place on the price that's written on the app, then I'm not going. Then you can just go. And then you book another one. There are several hail apps. There are several of them. You shouldn't just limit yourself to one. Oh.
If you are not going, no problem. Stop a normal along. Along will carry you go there. Along first no they even happy said, carry just stop drop. Therefore Abuja. Them said they don't even happy before say boats and Uber don't come and inDrive. They will take you there. Cheaper. Because after all, they don't even get AC. In Lagos, the same thing, Lagos not even worse. Shout out to this girl that stood her ground and said she was going to pay that amount that's on the app. This issue na big issue, no be issue. Now everything make me even put my mouth. It's a very, very serious issue. Now, if you continue reading, out of malice, the guy now said that the app debited him some money and the girl must pay. And they didn't even move. They don't even move, go anywhere. He said, let the girl pay. Pay for what? When you clearly don't want to go according to the contract of the app. So, Uber, Bolt, inDrive, let us know. Do you have a special arrangement with your drivers that they will renegotiate when they go and meet the passenger? And a lot of you Bolt, Uber, inDrive drivers, you people are too violent. I don't get patient. I don't understand. Small thing in our own fight. Small thing in our own fight. And so one night, one carry boom, we reach. I'm on 500. I said I don't get cash. I want to transfer. He said I must give him cash. I said, excuse you. Let's see, this guy just come down, just go come out army belts, police belts. Now go say I wear big shirt. As I don't remove shirt like this, just tell us today you don't die. And at night, the guy just starts to be beg. If to say now, oh my God, my neighbors come in for it. And our women, they usually be their victims. Sometimes they carry it to go and follow a longer route. A lot of issues, bro. We are generally bad people in this country. I'll tell you for free. Anyways.
So, guys, I love the last line. We are generally bad people in this country. So let's check the comments and see what people are saying about it. Mida is trying to start Bolt in Abuja and renegotiate my prices. This must be one of those funny commenters association. As a Bolt driver, if you think you can't survive on the fixed amount on the app, that's not a business of the passengers. You tell your management about it, and if there's an increase in price, it should display on the app. I think this is just the most important thing. If you're a Bolt, inDrive, Uber driver, and you think you cannot survive on the amount as it is in the app, then you should go look for another job. I think that's the best thing to do. Make gonna allow the video to drop very well right there. So those taxi apps should renegotiate the current price of fuel and cost of travels in their app, so it would fit to drivers' economic advantage. All right, let's check some other comments and see what people are saying. Some would even tell you that that's not a real price. Let's read it again. Some would even tell you that that's not a real price till you get to your destination and end the ride. Look, I think it was like VDM's last line. We are generally a bad people in this country. See, there is no other phrase that captures the reality of Nigerians better than that. We are generally bad people. Like, there is this inherent wickedness among the majority of us. Just look at how the driver was like the level of violence is just really too much. You understand? So, but like we are praying and we are hoping that the country gets better. And it's easy for us to just criticize our politicians and say they are the cause of the problems. But how about us? How about the bad we do? Take a look at the inDrive driver now. If you go to let's say you just go to some place where a group of guys are sitting, chances are you would hear that driver cursing, lamenting, saying all manners of bad things about our politicians. But look at him now. Just take a look at what he's doing. The app is saying 12,000 naira, but he's saying she's going to add 3,000 naira. And then when he goes to a particular government agency, he wants to do something. The people there say, see, you go add something, no, you will be the one to scream, oh, these people are bribing, these people are doing this. But is he not exactly, perfectly just like them? It's easy for us to see the errors in others, but blinded to see our own excess errors. This is the error, this is the mistake, this is the corruption, and this is the habit we have to change from. Sometimes the passengers have many loads, which makes some Uber guys to renegotiate out of the app. Could this be a point? Could this be a point? Is carrying the load on your Could this be a point? So now, because she's carrying extra load, they have to charge her extra.